Welcome to Thoroughbred action from Gulfstream Park. Ron Nicoletti here. What a Saturday it is. We got double stakes action for 2-year-olds. We got the Royal Palm Juvenile and the Royal Palm Juvenile for Phillies. So 2 races, race 6, race 8. Let's check out the track, the weather conditions, and turn it over to Pete Aiello.
The weather in Hallandale, it's a warm summer day. Partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 90s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, the turf course firm. Race 1 on the all-weather Tapeta track, there are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream. In the center, fighting the wars away quickly. On the far outside, Iron the Money is offensive-minded. At the rail, Starship J comes away third. 4 courts is in between horses, and out wide on the course is Kai's Law. A length and a half to Masquenada with Sir Gardelion, then it's Road Mischief. He's at the back of the field as they swing to the far turn. The leader now is Iron the Money, but only narrowly. Fighting the Wars has inside position and counterattacks from second. 3.5 back to the inside. That's Starship J together with 4 courts in Kai's Law. 5 more to Masquenada, then Road Mischief. Lingering at the back are Whiskey Tango Disco and Sir Gardelion as they run for home. On the outside, Iron the Money toward the inside, fighting the Wars. They've been locked up heads apart. Trying to rally at them is 4 courts. Looking for a way through is Starship J. Far outside, Kai's Law. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Plenty of hopes here. The leaders have gone too fast, and here's 4 courts to take on the advantage with Starship J right alongside. Iron the Money fights hard, and Kai's Law over the top. Yards to go. Kai's Law tries to level off down the center. Kai's Law getting up at 15-1. Kai's Law and Marcos Medesa spring an upset to win the Saturday opener in 105-1. And they're off. In the center, Vindicate Cha-Cha. Blast off the mark and tries to clear. Tiffany Gold rushing forward, but the leader will clear. Vindicate Cha-Cha to the top. Tiffany Gold is second and hustled along to try to go after the leader. Sod Siren sits third. The 2 at the back are Treacy's Kai and Greenfield Cougar. To the far turn they go. The leader, Vindicate Cha-Cha, and Louis Saez over to the rail and on top a length and a half. Tiffany Gold is second. Treacy's Kai making good headway. Third at the inside, passing Sod Siren, who's back to second last. And the trailer now is Greenfield Cougar. They reach the top of the stretch. A quarter of a mile remains for Vindicate Cha-Cha, who still has the lead. Tiffany Gold is now racing up on her outside to challenge. 2.5 more. Greenfield Cougar starts to find her best stride. She's motoring late. Yards to go. Greenfield Cougar trying to outkick Tiffany Gold, who just took the lead, but Tiffany Gold will outkick Greenfield Cougar. Tiffany Gold is in front. Greenfield Cougar second. Vindicate Cha-Cha stayed for third. Then Sod Siren and Treacy's Kai in 54-4.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. The favorite was away excellent, Finding Candy in the blue blinkers, ridden for the early lead, and he'll get it. Down at the inside, Beau Black rushing forward to guard that inside spot. He's up to engage. Outside, Kukuk comes away in the top flight. Senor Resplendor is on the far outside. I Want to Be Me is next, ahead of More Than Cute and H. Barrio. The early trailer, Vacoma Velocity. En route to the half-mile point, it's Sammy Camacho and 6-5 favorite Finding Candy. On top by almost a length, Kukuk. Up on the outside is now second, Beau Black. In tight toward the rail, third. Back to fourth, I Want to Be Me. Senor Resplendor on the outside of him. Then it's H. Barrio in front of More Than Cute and the trailer Vacoma Velocity. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, 22-4 for the opening quarter. Finding Candy still has the lead. Up on the outside of him, Kukuk, widest of all in the blue colors, Senor Resplendor. Just inside him, I Want to Be Me goes with the top flight. Looking for room and held up in traffic is Beau Black. Underway while angling is More Than Cute, then Vacoma Velocity and H. Barrio. Off the turn in the stretch drive, they're a quarter of a mile from home. Off cover, Beau Black now goes on the attack to try to go get Finding Candy. On the far outside, here's a run from More Than Cute. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Finding Candy has the lead with Beau Black right alongside second with 16th to go. It's now Beau Black who has shifted gears to take a winning lead. Finding Candy is back to second, but you get 5-1 on Beau Black. Beau Black is in front. Finding Candy second, More Than Cute third. Up fourth is Vacoma Velocity in 125-1. They're off. Escargot off a step slow. Good start for London. Good start for Lucky Win Coco. They're the first two out, and they race 2.5 ahead of Softly Dreaming. On her outside, Divine Secrets moving up at their inside. Extremista, she finds her feet to race into a joint third. Then Escargot ahead of Tempest Moon, and Knows Everything as last of all as they speed past the half-mile grounds. On the rail, it's London who leads narrowly. Lucky Win Coco right alongside. Extremisto did not turn in the right direction around the turn, floating out Escargot and Divine Secrets. Down at the inside, Tempest Moon. Extremista trying to figure it out. She's very green, and she's held up for a run now as they reach the top of the stretch. 21-1 for the opening quarter. On the far outside, Escargot. Extremista wants room. From between horses, Lucky Win Coco. London's battling on. What a terrible run for Extremista. She still has no room, and Lucky Win Coco has the lead. Extremista tries to lengthen her stride late in the game. Lucky Win Coco. Lucky Win Coco wins the battle here from a close photo for second between Softly Dreaming and Extremista in 56-2. They're off. Good start in the middle for the green-colored St. Olaf Rose, heading off right for the early lead today. From Jokes Up, who's ridden into second. Just a filly on the outside third. So the favorites get away 1-2-3 ahead of the late-running Puckered. The trailer is More Than Glory. Now, Jokes Up is going up to contest the issue now with St. Olaf Rose, and they ensure a lively tempo. They're going very quick. They're situating Just a Filly pretty well, and she's got the best seat in the house in third behind a 21-4 opening quarter. Call it 7 to Puckered, who has pace to chase, and the trailer is More Than Glory. En route to the final 5/16, Leonel Reyes and St. Olaf Rose have a narrow lead. Jokes Up ridden hard and losing ground to the leader. Meanwhile, Just a Filly rallies very well for Diego Herrera, and she has dead aim on the leader with a quarter of a mile left to go. Here comes Just a Filly, boldly now, after St. Olaf Rose, who needs to find more under pressure after going awfully quick. Off the turn on the stretch drive, it's now Just a Filly, who sets sail for the wire, leads by 2. Just a Filly is now clear from St. Olaf Rose, who's very game. She went very quick early, and she'll stay for second, but the winner is Just a Filly. Just a Filly and Diego Herrera by 3. St. Olaf Rose was second, up for third Puckered ahead of Jokes Up, 110-3.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off in the Royal Palm Juvenile. Slow start for Omaha 40, Just a Chance Yachty, and Iolana also away slowly. Great start for Thoroughbred on the outside, reaching out for the early lead. The other favorite, Celtic Dispute, charging to challenge toward the rail. Brahms Run gets away racing in third. Down at the inside, and on the improved, Just a Chance Yachty into fourth. Outside fifth, Automatic Press back to sixth. It's Killian, 2.5 more to Omaha 40, and after a bad break, Iolana's at the back. They swing around the far turn, chasing Joe Bravo and Thoroughbred at the 5/16, a length and a half in front. Off the inside, Celtic Dispute is on the move, 4 wide. Omaha 40 sweeping into contention with Brahms Run just to his inside. Off the turn and the stretch drive, they've reached Thoroughbred. Bravo wants more from Thoroughbred to hold the lead. Celtic Dispute a neck behind second. Brahms Run and Omaha 40 are next. Thoroughbred responding to for pressure. Up on the outside, Celtic Dispute trying to get by. Celtic Dispute, Thoroughbred, these two. Celtic Dispute gets the job done. Celtic Dispute and Louis Saez a hard-fought neck winner over Thoroughbred second in 56 flat. It's on to Royal Ascot for the Beyond Cone Bar. They're off. 4-start, Dixie Escape. Quick start, Fury's Charm in the middle of the racetrack. Up the inside, Baldemar is moving out. At the rail, Divine Blue. So Divine Blue going up to Badger Baldemar, and 3 wide, Fury's Charm. These 3 ensure a lively tempo with Bonmati away in fourth. Down at the rail, it's Lookin' to Rock. Back from there, race favorite Pocket Pair is in the blue colors. Down at the rail, about 7 lengths behind. On her outside, it's Just a Game is next. A gap of 2.5 more to She Do Kitten. She's racing together with Dixie Escape. The trailer is Vino for the Queen. 23-3 for the opening quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Baldemar on top by almost 2. Fury's Charm second. Divine Blue third in a strung-out group. Bonmati races in fourth. Down at the inside, it's Lookin' to Rock, followed by Pocket Pair. Out in the center, that's It's Just a Game. She's within 8 lengths of the top. Back from there, it's the team of Dixie Escape, and on her inside, She Do Kitten. Still at the back is Vino for the Queen. That's the 10 of them through a 47 2/2 mile. They swing to the far turn. Long shot Baldemar by a length and a half. Fury's Charm second, Divine Blue third, Pocket Pair fourth. Bonmati lost his spot to fifth. She Do Kitten is underway at the rail, moving between horses, Looking to Rock. Outside, it's Just a Game, trying to wind it up from the back. Dixie Escape and Vino for the Queen. Fury's Charm has come calling for the lead. At the rail, Divine Blue fires through into second as Baldemar throws out the anchor. Gaining ground, but just mildly, is Pocket Pair trying to wind it up from the rail, is Looking to Rock. They're on their way home. Fury's Charm enters the stretch with 1/8 of a mile remaining, and Pocket Pair to deal with. Pocket Pair with every opportunity to get by, and here she comes. Just yards to go, but Pocket Pair has made the lead. Miguel Vasquez and Pocket Pair en route to a going-away win to start the late pick 4. Fury's Charm stays for second, Divine Blue third. It's Just a Game fourth, then Looking to Rock, 143-4. They're off, and the Royal Palm Juvenile Phillies. And from the outside, Sass was away excellent, and she veered to the inside, so that's going to shuffle Potts right all the way back to second last year. Up to take the lead, it's long shot Liberty Rings, fleet of foot at 7-1 to the half-mile point. On top a length and a half, Sass is up on the outside second. Moving up toward the inside, Joker's Chick is now third. Shuffling back, Motown Foxy Brown getting started Potts right, and the trailer is pros and cons. To the far turn they go, it's Liberty Rings. On top a length and a half, 3 wide, Potts right, 2 paths, Sass. Held up for racing room is Joker's Chick. She needs a little racing room here. Sweeping into it on the far outside, pros and cons. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Who do you like here? It's Liberty Rings who turns first with the lead. From between horses, Sass leveling off down the center, pros and cons. Yards to go for Liberty Rings. She's almost home. Liberty Rings driven out. Liberty Rings is 7-1. Get the crumpets ready. She's on her way to Ascot. Liberty Rings by a length and a half. Second was pros and cons. Third was Sass in 56-2. They're off. They're off. Moving out the rail, Court de Fuego begins quickly, but not quicker than Light Fury, and Light Fury sent right to the top. Stealing bases is going to give him a hard time, however, and these two go very quick in the run to the opening quarter. Court de Fuego broke running but settles in third. Honesto is between horses, and Space Launch is at the back. Of the field second last, the trailer a long way, Maktub. Looks like a lively early pace here, with Light Fury taking plenty of pace heat from stealing bases, and these two race 4 ahead of a third running Honesto. Court de Fuego has ridden quietly fourth at the inside, 2.5 better than a well-settled Space Launch. Maktub's a long way behind, but he's got pace ahead of him. They drilled the quarter, 22-3. A rapid pace en route to the half-mile point. Light Fury gets no breather. Stealing bases intent on softening him up. These two race heads apart, a length and a half better than Court de Fuego. Honesto's in the pink on his outside. Space Launch has traveled well in transit, about 6 lengths behind, and 7 to the trailer, Maktub. They went the half in 46 seconds flat. Testing fractions put up by Light Fury. Does he have a reserve tank? 3 wide. Honesto's about to find out as he searches for the lead. Winding up from the far outside. Space Launch on the move. He was 5th. He's now 2nd and charging after the new leader, Honesto. Space Launch now blitzes and takes the lead. Honesto is back to 2nd. Light Fury puts the cue in the rack. Getting started outside, it's Court de Fuego and Maktub underway from last, and they're on their way home. Space Launch, he set off the early fractions. He has 2 lengths in hand with an 1/8 of a mile to go, but he's not home yet as Court de Fuego starts to put a rally together down the center. Space Launch looks like he's idling on the top end. Court de Fuego has a shot at him. Space Launch and Court de Fuego. Court de Fuego surging at Space Launch. It's Court de Fuego getting up. Court de Fuego wins by a neck over Space Launch 2nd. From way back, Maktub is 3rd. Then it's Honesto 4th in 1:45-1. And runners away. Warrior Sophie, quick to begin, reaching out for the early advantage up on the outside, Little Georgie, and in between them, On My Time. These three are quickest in the run to the first turn. Dreaming of Joy drops over to the rail to race from fourth. Up on the outside goes Code, saving ground toward the rail, Chance of a Lifetime, a length in front of Elenique and Timeless Melody. Out 3 wide is Restock, and then it's a gap of another 4 to the trailer. The trailer is Greed. To the backstretch they go, chasing Martine Chuan on My Time, who leads by 2. The opening quarter time was 24-1. Nicely relaxed while second is Warrior Sophie, third at the rail, Dreaming of Joy. Little Georgie remains in fourth, a length and a half in front of Chance of a Lifetime. Then it's Code in front of Timeless Melody, who lingers third last. Second last is Elenique, and the trailer is Greed. They went the half in 47-3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. On My Time, about to face her first threat. It comes from Warrior Sophie, who makes a sharp move on the outside to be within a neck of the leader. Driven into third is Little Georgie outside of Dreaming of Joy. Code is underway well 4 wide. Trying to wind it up from the back is Restock and Chance of a Lifetime. They fan across the course, and they straighten away for their run to the wire. Code getting started down the center. Little Georgie runs with her. Code hits the front. Little Georgie right alongside. Warrior Sophie fighting hard. Elenique at the wood. They come past the 16th pole. It's Code in front, and Code will win it. Code by a length in the end. Little Georgie second. Elenique is third. Fourth is Timeless Melody in front of Chance of a Lifetime for the high five in 129 flat.
And that wraps up Saturday's action. Back here on Sunday with a 9-race card, but is a mandatory payout in the Rainbow Six. Starts in race number 4. They're estimating $750,000 in the pool. Once again, that's races 4 through 9 on Sunday, Mother's Day. Good luck. Good night.